It was François-Marie Aguet, known by his pen name Voltaire, that said God gave us the gift of life. It is up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well. 20 years may be an insignificant speck in the great cycle of time, but in the life of an individual or a corporate entity, it is a long time indeed, especially if the time was filled with the stuff of which great memories are made. For Halogen Security Company Limited, the journey from 1992 to 2012 has been nothing short of memorable experiences.
I think the birth of Halogen was an act of God. That's what I'll say. I didn't sit down to say that after advertising, next port of call will be security. No. Something led to it. There was an unfortunate incident in 1992, and the fallout from that unfortunate incident was the birth of Halogen.
An exhilarating journey filled with accomplishments. Halogen's staggering record of achievements over the years is marked by a consistency that few, if any, other companies in Nigeria have been able to match, let alone surpass. When Halogen first waded into the previously uncharted waters of industrial security, it was like a leap in the dark, as that sector of the nation's social and economic life was still in its infancy.
At that time, there was none, we didn't find operators that had those facilities in place. So we set up a full-fledged academy. What did we do next? We looked for a partner who had experience globally and also had African experience out of South Africa. How will you surmount the challenge of the IT backbone was a major matter.
From its inception, however, Halogen proceeded to take the industry by storm, redefining both its profile and fortunes and attaining to ever higher standards of performance and service delivery to its diverse and ever-expanding clientele in the critical areas of manned guarding, protocol and VIP escort, panic response, electronic security outsourcing, event security, as well as risk management and consultancy. This sterling performance in all these areas has, of course, not gone unnoticed, as can be testified to by the company's earning of the highest level of certification that any security company in Nigeria has got for standards, the NIS ISO 9001-2008, the array of awards, honors, and accolades that have come the way of the company from various quarters also bears testimony.
Halogen is the first security company, and perhaps the only one that I know of, that has an ISO certification. Halogen has gone beyond providing a guarding service. We are not a guarding company. We are a through-the-line security service company.
As at her 20th year, the company's vision is clear: to becoming the #1 provider of security solutions in Nigeria and along the west coast of Africa. This is a tall order, yet surmountable. The work to fulfilling this redefined vision has started integrated solutions by applying the myriad of solutions in the company's foray. The quantum growth in her guard force pan-Nigeria exceeding 13,000 in her 20th year, her focus on building depth offering for focus sectors like telecom, oil and gas, industrial, manufacturing and financial sectors. Her work in progress at restructuring her training academy, the kind of strategic global technical affiliation are just but a few that the company is putting together to achieve the vision.
We went ahead to define ourselves to say we want to be an organization that is reputed for a very strong local experience, but at the same time a very strong global leverage. And how did we achieve that? We went in search of very strong affiliation that mattered to us. and helped us to achieve the kind of objective that we set for ourselves.
In 20 years of providing total and integrated security solutions for businesses across Nigeria, Halogen has deployed an array of capital, resources and equipment.
The concept of security is changing. It is also going beyond the use of guards alone. You will also need to support these with electronic security, and that is what we call the depth in security, so that the layers will be different. If you beat the guard, you probably will not be able to beat the CCTV. You probably will need to have a card to give you access, or use biometrics to be able to gain access into a place, and these are all-encompassing, so it's beyond just guarding service, and that is why in Halogen we say we provide security solutions.
But over and above the state-of-the-art technology and other items that make her success story at 20 worth celebrating is the greatest resource and capital Halogen can boast of: the Halogen people.
The way we operate in Halogen is for every facet of our business, you always see technology behind them. Right from protocol, right from risk management, you always see technology backing them up. Example is if you go out and do a risk assessment and you come up with your analysis, the result of your analysis results into technology we're going to provide to mitigate or to solve this risk assessment. So technology plays a lot of role behind every facet of Halogen business.
Halogen Security Company Limited may not have come near her sterling achievements in the security waters of Nigeria if not for her people, from the founder to the generals who set the company's agenda and its direction, to the mid-level officers who fine-tune and implement policy, down to the foot soldiers who bring the practical benefits of the company's business model to a diverse range of customers and clients. Halogen people are the bomb.
We are a dynamic management. We have been moving and growing from strength to strength. In the 20 years that we have been in this operating in Nigeria, we have grown. And I can safely say that every single member of management is motivated, they are innovative, and it's not as if we take it as management. We flow down to everybody else within the company.
As Halogen marks her 20th year of business operations, the company's focus is on celebrating the human element central to the company's multidimensional character and her astounding track record. In other words, diverse people from the externals to the largely internals make Halogen Security tick.
So in Halogen, we mean that very well. We do not mince words when we say that our people are the ones that make the business happen. And we will not make those investments at the beginning. In that academy at that time, be sure that we recruit the right people, the right attitude, give them the right training, we equip them to be the best they are in their function. I want to support them with all that we need to support them with.
For mid-level managers like these, the Halogen story and their parts in its evolution is a deeply gratifying experience indeed.
What has made Halogen unique and different from the others is the personnel. That is, if you are talking of operations, the best personnel to handle the units, they are available in Halogen.
In terms of career plan, I've grown. Career-wise, I've acquired some skills outside what I've actually acquired from where I'm coming from, and I want to say thank you to Halogen.
Halogen has been unique when it comes to management strategy. Their training is something that you can't question. In Halogen, everybody is doing something. All hands are always on deck. As an employee in Halogen, I feel that I'm in the right place.
Halogen's highly trained and dedicated guards do not just protect the premises of clients, they also project the company's unique business model and its practical application to the needs of each particular client, as well as its sensitivity to and compliance with the demands of the 21st century security environments.
We believe in training. Our guards must be trained. They have 3 weeks training, which amounts to about 140 hours of training, classroom and outdoor training we did before they are deployed. And that is why perhaps they are doing well out there. That is where perhaps people now, anytime anybody is thinking of hiring services, security services, the first thing that comes to mind is Halogen Security Company.
Halogen taught me how to wake up early in the morning. I'm the type that sleeps till 7 o'clock before, but by now I do wake up 4 o'clock, and he taught me how to, how to be sharp.
In the process, these able-bodied, alert and dedicated young men and women have redefined the image of their profession as security operatives in the eyes of the general public. The Halogen business model thrives on its recognition of the worth of each individual in its system, and the guard on his or her beat is at the center of this philosophy.
To compare my life now and then, the ability to interact with people, the boldness, the fitness physically, and let me say the boldness it has given to me. I don't think I can be scared of anybody, human being like this, irrespective of how big, huge or intimidating you might look like. What I need to do there is apply my knowledge of security, look at you with my security eye, then I'll deal with you in a normal way I need to. So I can't compare my life now and then. There is a big difference.
Each guard performs his or her duties with a zeal and sense of mission typical of those who know that they are part of something bigger than themselves. Of course, all our work as a company will be meaningless if our clients and other end users of our services are unhappy with their results. When all is said and done, the customers are really the bosses of our company, and they can fire us simply by going somewhere else for their security solutions.
If you don't measure what you do, you'll not be able to manage and control effectively. So you need to constantly measure. And so the kind of measurement we are put in place is what we call the client service feedback system. Through this, we can tell you that we need to feel the pulse of our client, we know what their complaints are, we know what their issues are, we also know the areas where they are complaining us. So we also set a target for ourselves that this is the level that we must achieve. And I'm happy to tell you that here in the North, we've been able to achieve up to 90% service satisfaction rating.
And in our 20 years of existence, that philosophy has guided us in everything we do. So that today, we can proudly say that we have been able to retain several of the select clients who engaged us at inception. Our engagement with these clients goes beyond just a business relationship. It has become a synergy based on mutual trust and respect.
We will go beyond that call of duty of providing security guards to you. We look at everything within the realms of security as the law would allow us to do. And we go beyond what even our clients expect us to deliver.
Operating out of about 40 cities and towns spread over 6 regions across the country, Halogen embodies the strength, fortitude, and sense of mission of the long-distance runner for whom nothing but ultimate success will do.
In the days where risks are getting higher and higher, it was clear that we needed the cooperation of the Nigeria Police Force when it's required. And it has been cordial. When operations require, demand that we have armed men join our operations, the police have always been very supportive. They release their men to support our activities when it is demanded or required, for the men to complement our services by very out. That we enjoy very good relationship with them. The Civil Defense Corps, those are regulators. We also enjoy very good relationship with the Corps. We support the activities. We ensure that all others required for us to abide by that act, we adhere to them. We carry a grade A license, and we ensure that we meet with all our requirements to all our regulators.
Really, in 2005, when we took control of the private gas companies in the country, Halogen happened to be one of the best companies since that time, and Halogen is still performing well. They renew their licenses before the expiring date of the license, and they register so many branches in the country, register their gas, working with them, and they ensure that the payment is given to the gas also. Really, I can say I score them higher mark in the mode of operation of the company.
Human resources is our most valued capital, and the way and manner that Halogen Security Services has been able to handle its human resources with regards to the guard force resource is just excellent. We in the industry know that when you talk about points of reference, companies of reference when it comes to standards, Halogen is one of such companies.
As a responsible corporate citizen, Halogen Security Company Limited has given back to society in various ways. And in the spirit of our 20th anniversary celebrations, we intend to step up our game in this regard. One of the ways in which we serve the community is sensitizing its members on the need for a heightened security consciousness. This is a campaign we have in recent days taken to a number of educational institutions around the country, including Lagos State.
So you need to be alive to enter the future. You need to be complete to enter the future. You need to have your senses correct and complete to enable you to secure a good tomorrow. If, God forbid, something happens to you that should happen and you lose, maybe you lose an arm, or you lose an eye, or you lose 2 eyes, or you lose 2 legs, can you enter the future the way you want to enter it?
The huge gap in security awareness within the youth segment of our society, and starting with Lagos State secondary schools as a pilot to grow in the future, we are empowering the youth to be able to do the needful to avoid certain security issues or respond adequately if such incidences unavoidably happen to them.
Well, the program has really been of a laudable initiative. It is a riveting one that one can really find joy in. And I give kudos and accolades to the Halogen Security Program. It has really inculcated and instilled something good in our students. And I wish if we had such program like this Halogen Security Awareness Program, definitely Nigeria will be free of hazards and threats.
The success or failure of Nigeria in the next 20 years hinges on 1 or 2 or 3 of these students across many schools in our country today. And we decided to focus on this group in looking at the next 20 years of Halogen in securing the future. And there's no other better way to secure the future than to secure the future of this next generation of Nigeria.
The last 20 years have been a great run for us at Halogen, as well as for those we serve. Here is to another 20 years of ever higher levels of success and accomplishments.